yellow hammer, come see how we rock this. Alabama fans the best, there's no way you can top this. Recruiting news and interviews, just sit back and watch this. Recruiting news and interviews, just sit back and watch this. The process.
Welcome to the process, Crimson Tide Recruiting. I'm your host, Justin Smith, the scouting and recruiting analyst for Touchdown Alabama magazine. Thank you guys so much for joining me on Tuesday's show. We have another great show to start off this week of shows as I'll hit you guys with a couple of recruiting updates as always. And I'll also be joined by the Tide's 2021 four-star defensive back commit, Kaine Williams out of Louisiana. Later on in the program, he will discuss why he committed to Alabama, of course. Also talk about why he's putting on the recruiting hat for the Tide and some of the things he's doing to help the Tide build up his 2021 recruiting class, which is currently rolling at the moment. So we are grateful to have Williams on the program a little bit later, but I'm going to hit you guys with some recruiting updates, talk about the latest in Tide recruiting news. So we're going to dive right into those updates and talking about some of the things that has happened when it comes to the Tide's recruiting efforts over the last couple of days, really. So let's get the process started. I'm going to kick things off with a couple of recruiting updates. Of course, the Tide pulled in a 9th commit in the 2021 recruiting class, a 4-star defensive back Devontae Smith. On Monday, Smith became the Tide's 2nd defensive back commit in the 2021 recruiting class. Of course, he joined our guest tonight, Kaine Williams, that's the Tide's other defensive back commit. You guys can check out our full coverage on Smith's commitment on touchdowналabama.com from him breaking down why he committed to the Tide. Me catching up with his head coach, the head coach of LaSalle High School, and Pat McLaughlin, him breaking down what the Tide is getting at Smith, me breaking down what Smith's commitment means to the Tide's 2021 recruiting class. We took a look at the future when it comes to the Tide recruiting defensive backs in the 2021 recruiting class as well. So you guys can check out all of that full coverage on touchdowналabama.com and stay updated with everything Alabama football recruiting with the process and yours truly as well. So we also are taking a look at the future of the Tide's recruiting efforts. Of course, 2021 4-star linebacker Dallas Turner will announce his commitment on tomorrow, noon Central Standard Time and 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And he's going to announce his commitment from Florida. Of course, Alabama hosted him for their Junior Day event in February. I got a chance to catch up with his dad, DeLon Turner, recently, and he talked about their family being blown away by what the University of Alabama has in place for student athletes, especially the football program, what it has in place for those guys once they lace up their cleats and once they unlace them for the last time and after their football career is over. So Dallas Turner's family is blown away by the University of Alabama, and everything the university has to offer is student athletes. I think the Tide is in a good position with Dallas Turner. We will see what his decision will be on tomorrow. You guys stay updated on touchdowналabama.com to see what Turner's decision will be. We also took a look at the future of the Tide's 2021 recruiting class as a whole. What could happen in the coming days? Of course, we have seen the Tide's coaching staff, from the Tide's offensive coordinator Steve Sarkisian to the Tide's defense coordinator Pete Golding and the rest of Alabama's coaching staff, sending out hints that this is going to be a good week for the Tide on the recruiting trail. Of course, Devontae Smith's commitment was the start of that good week. Smith's commitment was what I was hinting at on the last episode of the process. So some good things could be on the way for the Tide on the recruiting trail. I did drop an article hinting at some of the things I am hearing on the recruiting trail, some things that could happen for Alabama in the coming days. Be sure to read that article. It is a subscriber-only article, so it's no better time to subscribe than now. So go ahead and subscribe to touchdowналabama.com so you can read that subscriber-only article and just stay updated with all of our subscriber-only articles, especially from the recruiting front. And yours truly. But now I'm going to go into my conversation with the Tide's 2021 4-star defensive back commit, Kaine Williams out of Louisiana. We now have Kaine Williams, 2021 4-star safety and Tide commit on the process on the phone line. But before I get a chance to introduce Kaine, be sure to check out Williams' recruiting profile on touchdowналabama.com. Of course, we have him rated as a 4-star recruit. You guys check out that profile, see some of his pictures, check out his video, me breaking down what his commitment means to the Tide's 2021 recruiting class. Of course, this page will be updated as we get a chance to get more content on Williams out on touchdowналabama.com. You guys check out our scouting report on Williams Williams, breaking down what he brings to the table in depth. So be sure to check out our recruiting profile on Williams and the rest of the Tide's 2021 recruiting class. But now we're going to get a chance to talk with Kaine. He's been verbally committed to the Tide since May. And going back to your decision to commit to the Tide, what went into the decision to make you want to say that you're going to commit to Alabama?
It's really just like, ever since I went there for the camps and all that and just visiting, like, it was always great atmosphere. Like, everybody, spirits was high, and they basically just treated me and my family like family. Yeah, and like, for my position, they put DBs and stuff in the league, so it's really just like all that type of stuff adds up. And I felt like that was the best decision for me and my family.
And I know you tweeted out recently that you had a great conversation with Nick Saban recently. What was that conversation about? Just getting a chance to catch up with him for the latest time.
It's always good to get on the phone with Coach Saban. Like, not too many people could say they have, but it's just like always a good feeling. He always have a bright spirit, and just talking to him and talking to him about what's going on and all that, it's just like it's always great.
Yeah, and I know that your class is heading to be one of the top class in the nation after a slow start. Now you guys looking like you're gonna have possibly the best class in the nation. What are some of the things you're doing to know that we're building a special class here? I think you want to be a part of it.
I really just been hitting like some recruits up and just asking them like, I just basically like give it to them real, like, if you come here, like, all you have to do is do what you got to do to get where you want to be, and that's basically what it is. That's just the realest it could get.
And you're heading into your senior season. What are some of the things you're working on now to make sure that I'm gonna have a big senior season? I'm gonna put a lot of people on notice. What are some of the things you're working on?
I'm working on my speed a little bit more.
Yeah.
My technique a little bit more. I need to clean up my technique a little bit. And this year we're gonna be playing. Like, I'm gonna be playing like a lot more up high and in the box this year for my school. Cause last year, the past 2 seasons, we really was in like a too high most of the time. But this year will be like, you'll see like a lot of more 1 high. And when I'm not up top, I'm gonna be down low in the box a little bit.
That will do it for this episode of The Process. Thank you guys so much for joining me. As always, be sure to subscribe to Touchdown Alabama on YouTube to stay updated on everything Alabama football recruiting and everything Alabama football encompasses. Also, download the Touchdown Alabama app. It is located in the Google Play Store as well as the Apple App Store. Then head over to touchdownalabama.com and pick up a subscription. With that subscription, you'll be able to read all of our subscriber-only articles. Get your hands on our yearly print magazine issue. And when you go to check out our recruiting updates and our recruiting rankings on touchdownalabama.com, which is done exclusively by Touchdown Alabama staff, you guys can check out the scouting reports of each of Alabama's commits, me breaking down why I feel they are ranked, where they are ranked. You guys can check out all of that on touchdownalabama.com. With that subscription, you'll get all of that subscriber-only access. So be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I am Justin Smith, the scouting and recruiting analyst for Touchdown Alabama magazine.
And watch this process.